Well, no dad wants to see this in his daughter's car. Luckily, I got a dear friend that hooked me up with this 35-piece tire plug kit. So thanks, Blygo, my brother. We're gonna get this all set, pull this screw out, hit it with the reamer, and put a nice plug in it. This is a shame. Where Grace is working, she's doing some catering work at a lake house, and of course the assholes are doing construction. And that's what you get. Okay, you can see obviously I'm doing it with the tire in place. Just did the workout part of the program where you expand the cord inside the tire by using the reamer in and out of there 2 or 3 times. Now I'll pull that out and it'll really start leaking. Meanwhile, take the old T-handle here. You dip it in the goop. Then I'll take one of the cords, run it through the eyelet so it's centered. Remove the reamer. Put this in till the cord sticks out about 1/2 inch to 1 inch. And then remove it like that. Clip the cord. Put some air in it. Here we go. Looks like my goop's frozen. The sticky cord wasn't really frozen, just kind of like a jelly or a Vaseline, although it's kind of sticky. All right, so now I'll center the cord in the opening. There you go. You can see that it's centered. This kit has like a little stopper too, which is kind of nice. So obviously now that's in the go position. I'll pull this out. It should be leaking like crazy now. Here we go. All right, you can see after I pushed it in, pulled it out. Now we'll get some diagonal cutters and we'll trim that just a little bit above the tread, and then we'll get some air in this tire. Okay, so the compass is running. Has the little 12-volt outlet right here, which will be nice. We're going to test out the Pittsburgh Harbor Freight compressor I bought her for emergencies just such as these. You can see that it was bought in July and tested okay. So we'll open that up. Clipped off some of the overhang on the plug. You can see we definitely lost some air in the tire. So we'll get the air in this thing and we'll see how it looks on the TPMS. Yeah, cute little compressor. It's got a little light, keeps the hose and the feed cord in the bottom, gives you a couple attachments, a fuse, and it gives you an attachment to blow up like volleyball or something like that. But anyway, we're gonna set this thing up. You always turn it on before you actually connect it to the valve stem, so stand by. Happily, these things always give you a good 10 feet of cord, so it'll easily reach inside here. Plug that in. Let's see what we got here. Turn that on. You can see it just has a thread-in cap. Take this up to 35 psi. Should satisfy the TPMS. Of course, it's very slow. It makes some bigger ones, and if I wanted to pull the Jeep out, I could air this up in about 2 seconds, but you can see it's working. Don't forget, this thing's been leaking all night, so there wasn't a lot of air in the tire. You know, this TPMS is kind of nice. Right off the bat, it tripped the tire pressure management system low. You can see the rear tire, 19 PSI. So we'll take that up to 35 and match the other one. Surprisingly, the gauge is pretty accurate. The car's showing 27, 28. We're just about to hit 30. We'll take it to 35. All right, the gauge here is showing 40. We're gonna stop it, let the TPMS sensor catch up, see where it is. If it truly is 40, we'll take a little air out of it. I suspect it's not perfectly accurate, and the TPMS is gonna be more accurate than this gauge, but we'll see. Okay, so 36 PSI. We'll let a little out. I'm gonna add a little bit on the front left. Get that up to 33 and match it. All right, I can live with that. System worked good. All right, that takes care of business.